Hey everyone, it's Dustin with TechMD. Today we're coming at you with a PlayStation 5. First time I've ever even seen one of these. The port is damaged, but we can't get really zoomed in there, but maybe this other camera over here can. It is slightly damaged, not too great, but unfortunately for the this player, apparently it's a famous soccer player. I don't know who it is. He's playing at Real Salt Lake today, and his PlayStation is broken. So as far as I understood, or what I've seen, is this slides off, but I'm not 100% sure. Alright. I didn't want to ruin a $600 PlayStation, so I gotta be really careful. It looks like you lift this up and push down. That guy made it look really easy, like Sony PlayStation guy. There we go. It just requires some effort. My goodness. Alright, looks like we need T9. It's T10 here. Yeah, it's too big. Alright, so we're going to start tearing this thing down. Using a T9 to get this open. I don't know if it's... Oh, it's security bit too. So I always have the T9 security bit. I bought this off of some German website for this here. The bits. That's it. Just 2 screws? Does this other thing pop up now? Okay, opposite of the drive connector, we're going to lift up and then slide towards the drive connector while lifting up. These panels are weird. These screws are a different size on this side. Just be aware of that. I'm going to remagnetize my driver here so it pulls out the screws. You obviously want to put the screws in the right spot. Come on. That one did not want to come out. So that one's on the right. These. Man. I do not have this organized whatsoever. I think I need a bigger canvas. So many screws are different sizes. I don't like this. Okay, that is a T8. Fans are T8s, for sure. In fact, this whole system is probably better with the T8. T8 security, guys. Oh my gosh. Even the fans are different size. Ah. All right, let's get this, whatever this does, remove it. Whoa! It's an M.2 drive slot. Don't think we need to remove that screw because it's probably for the M.2, so probably fine. Looks like there's an invisible sticker here, warranty void if you move this. Don't recommend opening a PlayStation. Not sure if you have to remove these screws or not, remove them or not, but I am doing it. All right. I've been fixing electronics for a long time, and I always just hate getting into PlayStations. I used to own this business called Knights Gaming Repair back in the day. I fixed a lot of them. Not sure if I'm going the right direction or not. Find out here. I feel like there is a plug to this disk drive, so lifting that up and moving it away. Same with this and cover here. There has to be a different way to do this, right? Obviously, I just have to do things backwards. I'll figure it out later. Aha! Yeah, you're supposed to pull from here. That makes more sense. You gotta push down on these. And then it should pop out. Move the disk drive out of the way here as soon as possible. Alright, disk drive is moved. Let's move some of these antennas. I really need some new tweezers that are not bent out of shape. Lifting those out of the way. Lifting this little piece here. Usually they have these little lift tabs here, but I don't see it. Looks like it just slides in without lifting up or anything. Interesting. Just get close to the head and lift up. Let's get these antennas off the main board. Alright, now we got a gazillion screws. Holy moly. That is a lot of screws. Oh. Well, if you're in Utah, you can always mellow your, or you can come visit me, or you can mellow in your device if you're not. This is going to be probably really complicated. If you need the parts, you can definitely find the part in the link in the description for the HDMI port, and then for everything else, you probably have to find it on Amazon or whatnot. But you know that you can get high quality from us in the link in the description. If you want to send it, also just email us and we'll give you directions on how to mail it. Alright, we pop that up. I just popped it with the plastic tool because I didn't know what was under here. Alright. Ooh, these are in tight. And they're squeaky. Not too terrible of a machine to take apart. It's not that bad. For this cable, I'm pretty sure we're going to have to press in, just like the PlayStation 4. Or maybe not. Let's pull down on this little thing right here. They just had to be different on that one. That's all. I don't see any other screws on this board. Pretty sure that thermal paste is really glued on there. There we go. Some leverage under here. Just using a plastic nylon spludger for safety. Whoa. Never seen liquid metal before. Neato. Anyway, let's carefully set this off to the side. Typically I recommend replacing the thermal paste every 4 years. I've heard that you have to use liquid metal on this, so I wouldn't attempt to replace it unless you have some. And you would have to be really careful because it's very conductive. Alright, time for some micro soldering work. I got it on my big giant TV here. I'm just using a regular GH5 camera. It's not even a microscope, but it works good. The first thing I'm going to start with is turning on my hot air station to 850. It's a little bit hotter than what other people like to work with, but works good for me. I like to not spill the liquid metal as much, so I'm going to keep the board up. Normally I try to work at all angles, but we're just going to see how it works. So this is Captain's tape. It's heat resistant tape. A little resistor. We're not going to blow it or anything with heat, but we just want to make sure that it's not going to blow away. And we're going to check the bottom of the board real quick. Doesn't seem like the liquid metal's moving. So I'm going to be really careful here. Remove this little stub. Just covering some more resistors, guys. Okay. Use a little bit of flux. Usually I like to put a little solder to help loosen it up easier, but I just don't want to mess around with this liquid until I get some. You know what I'm saying? So you can use pliers, tweezers, whatever. You could probably solder this upside down or heat it up upside down and it'll just fall right off. It is a big port. Looks like there's no resistors or anything else bumped, so that's always a good thing. So we're looking for shininess. Looks like we got some shininess. Having some plastic on the end of your tool also will help not burn yourself. Just carefully do it. So if you yank on that, you could break the port. But you can see all the bent pins. Alright, next step is we're going to warm up our soldering iron and we're going to put some SATA lead solder on it. All I'm doing is getting a little bit of lead solder on here and melting the ports there. What this does is help me access the clean. It helps me, makes it easier to clean. Because we want a nice clean slate after this. You'll see. Alright. I'm just scrubbing it off here. Get it as clean as possible. I'm going to take some soldering wick and clean it all up. I wish I bought some bigger wick, but I didn't. A little bit more flux on it. See if we can get the rest out or not. I have one of those sucker things, but I never use them. I like doing old-fashioned wick. I also have my soldering iron to 850. Alright, it does not want to suck it up. It's okay. We can go about it a different way anyways. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't do this. It's not a problem, guys. I could clean underneath and try to get it there, but or it does not want to stay. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm trying to actually hurry for this customer. Okay, let's get that back in there. I think get a little alcohol on this. We got 99%, 99.9%. Just going to get a good cleaning. Now we're gonna find our port. Where is our port? All right, after much searching, I finally found the stupid port. This is a premium, just from Ninja Gadgets. Works really good. So I usually like to tin these up to make them really good connections. And I'm probably not gonna do that today. I don't want to risk it because it's my only port. But what I can do here, put a little flux, get a little bit of lead solder. Where are you, lead? And shine these up. My tool is so dirty, apparently. You don't want those connecting at all. Okay, they look good. Now for the heat. A little bit more flux again. You want to get your HDMI port ready to go. So what we're going to do is just loosen it up. Normally I like to remove and clean the holes, but just didn't have that convenience today. Really don't want to mess up that liquid thermal paste. I'm just getting everything nice and shiny. That was not supposed to move. Make sure you have something weighted on the other side of that board. I'm gonna put a little bit more flux under there, and I'm sure you guys can't really see what I'm doing here now, but there's nothing I can do about that. I'll try to show you what I'm doing, but basically I'm pressing down on the pins, making sure they're connected. And they're not bridged. It's really important. There we go. Man, I'm afraid to move anything. Where is mine? See how those all look connected? Look very connected. And it looks like we have enough solder on the other side. We're golden. Nothing moved. If you want to clean up with alcohol, you can, but this material is all non-conductive, so it's fine. Make sure you turn off your soldering irons and everything else and get this going back together. Now just reassembly and test. Just not fast enough. I'm trying to make this as fast as possible. And I gotta get going too. I got other repairs myself. Let's bring that out a little bit. Move this out a little bit, push that back in. Get this cable back in. Give me a little jerk. Well, if you guys know how to reassemble, thanks for watching. You don't really need to watch me the rest, but yeah, that's it's fun. Wasn't that bad. Felt like there was something else over this, but oh yeah, the antennas. Come on. Jeez. That's not the right one. Clearly. This belongs over there. Just have to hover it right over the right spot and click it in. Not the easiest things to mess with, that's for sure. Looks like the antenna cables go through that hole. So make sure you put that in there. Alright, so let's get 100 screws back in. I do remember this one being here. Alright, screw break. Time to screw some of these screws in. So many screws. Woo. Can you believe it? I've never even seen one, except for like on TV. I've never played one. You really want to make sure your connections are good, because doing this over again would be very irritating. I think it's a little ridiculous. She needs this many screws. Worse than an iPhone. Alright, these ones are going to be a little harder to reach. Doesn't have everything I like, but close enough. Alright, let's get this unit on. I see why. Well, these two screws don't want to do quite that. That's because they belong there. Ah, there's the other one. Alright, somehow I lost my screws. Lost my marbles. That I did a long time ago. So I'm assuming these screws is what we need to close up. Press down on this. Should let us slide in. Oh. Let's look at this. Doesn't fill in all the way. Just pressing in and pushing in. That worked. Alright, drive is on secure. We're missing the drive cable, which is, well, totally forgot something. Forget stuff, guys. You're gonna have to do it all over again. That's, I thought it was on the other side for whatever reason, the clamps. I don't know what I was thinking. So I have to pull this all apart. All right, so we need to plug in our cables here. And our brackets. All right, we got that bracket in, and now we're going to put this bracket on very carefully. Don't screw it in too tight. You want to kind of halfway on each side and slowly crank it down. Just regular 00 screws here, by the way. Okay. Now we can put a bracket and put all those screws on. Now you can fast forward to this all being done already. Looks like we definitely have to remove the sticker all the way. Make our life easier and plug this in first. Making this easy on anybody. Short one there. Better. We're getting there. The M.2 is actually pretty cool. Ha ha ha. PlayStation is just a wonderful puzzle. Clearly, I'm too tired to do this. Okay. Well, soon my camera is going to die. One of them. Because this repair is taking way too long. Mmm. That's way easier than it looks. Just kidding. Way harder than it looks. Holy crap. Don't take apart your PlayStation, guys. Unless you want to fight with it forever. Nightmare. There we go. I think we're at... Alright, time to test. Test it. Let me turn this thing on. Maybe that way? Please tell me it works. Oh my gosh. It works. Wow. Well guys, after all that soldering and shimming and messing, I'll tell you, I don't want to ever do that again. The PlayStation 5 is definitely a challenge. So yeah, it's no cakewalk. YouTube videos show way too little. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and please like and subscribe. More detailed videos like this are coming in the future. That was my first attempt ever opening up PlayStation 5.